The first hit maybe was the hardest. Waking in the body that was buried like a carcass. Brain in the lion's den, body in the shark pit. Waking up in pain again, aching, broken hearted, persistent little.
Wow. His lyrics are always much more palpable when they're coming through acoustic because he's live and he's wants you to feel it, so he's putting that extra feeling into him, and he puts emphasis on certain words and gets a little more to certain words. And what's going on, guys? It's me, Kevin Sings, coming at you one more again with another video reaction, the very first one of the week. We're getting back to REN, y'all. We're getting back to REN. It's clear that's what you want. It's clear that's what you're here for. So we're going to give you more REN. I am going to still do some videos, but I'm going to try to give you... I got plenty of REN videos on the list, so let's just keep going through them, y'all. We've already seen the video for Troubles, which was excellent. But as soon as I watched that one, very heavily commented was, watch the acoustic version, watch the acoustic version. So... that's what we're getting into today. We got the acoustic version of REN's Troubles. Let's check it out. We're in a car riding along. It's kind of cool that he's going to play in a car while he's riding. Hopefully he's not driving. It'd be dangerous. Okay, he's got a driver. We're good.
Oh, Lordy, now trouble's so high.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Instantly, like, I'm super excited just because of the fact that he's singing that part of the song. Like, I didn't even think about that because that's like a sample in the song. So the fact that he's singing that now is automatically awesome.
Lordy, now trouble's so high. And don't nobody know my troubles but God. Don't nobody know my troubles but God. I don't reach into the past very much for these shards of shattered glass and harsh paper cuts. Leave me stuck when I reach it. Memories are seeped in hydrochloric acid. I go to war and get passive and freeze up. Music helped the ice to thaw. Put the chisel in the middle, swing the hammer of Thor. Pull it out of the impossible, Excalibur sword. Etching notepads for the reasons why my feelings are sore. The first day that I got sick, ejected from the cockpit of living. 19, young teen, waking up bitten. Posters up, manhunt, REN went missing. Hard to have faith when the gods don't listen. The first hit maybe was the hardest. Waking in the body that was buried like a carcass. Brain in the lion's den, body in the shark pit. Waking up in pain again, aching, broken hearted, persistent little...
Wow. His lyrics are always much more palpable when they're coming through acoustic because he's live and he's wants you to feel it, so he's putting that extra feeling into him, and he puts emphasis on certain words and gets a little more to certain words. And yeah, man, 19, body waking up like a carcass. That's not the exact line, but it's something along those lines, and that's like just goes back into what he was dealing with at that time and what I guess he's still dealing with to some extent to this day. Man.
Listen, the first teen waking up bitten. Posters up, manhunt, REN went missing. Hard to have faith when the gods don't listen. The first hit maybe was the hardest. Waking in the body that was buried like a carcass. Brain in the lion's den, body in the shark pit. Waking up in pain again, aching, broken hearted, persistent little bugger. I was bouncing from a doctor to a doctor to a doctor, like a table tennis game that has no end. So be the fate of REN. Every single question answered with a question on the end. The second year I came to terms with giving
every
up
single question answered with a question on the end. It's like the more answers you get, the more questions you have about what was going on with him and all that. That's a line I didn't catch the first time. This is I like watching the acoustic versions for sure. I'm with you guys on that.
Like a table tennis game that has no end. So be the fate of REN. Every single question answered with a question on the end. The second year I came to terms with giving up my dreams. Mine severed from the means that helped me write these rhyme schemes. Brain was inflamed, the fatigue was crushing. Hard to remain sane with your brain combusting. And the third year was murder, living in a purgatory full of worry, wouldn't live to be 30. Lifestyle hurt me, always in my bed.
I like when rappers do that. When he said living in a purgatory, like that starts the next line. I like how he ended the first line with the purga. That's something that Eminem does a lot, and I like when rappers do that. It's dope.
Brain was inflamed, the fatigue was crushing. Hard to remain sane with your brain combusting. And the third year was murder, living in a purgatory full of worry, wouldn't live to be 30. Lifestyle hurt me, always in my bed. Tomb rearranged the alphabet, all the letters spelled doom. Light hurt my eyes, popping pills to survive. When you're 23 and mentally you steadily decline. 24 I was poor, disability benefits. What's the benefit of disability? It's irrelevant. 25, the scars that were etched, they crack. Elastic bands only stretch so far and then snap deep in psychosis. Hallucinations, trouble vision, visits from the underworld for conjuring my superstition. 25, living back at home with my mum, but not because I'm a bum, alone and physically done. So thin, so frail, so weak I'd become, and my skin so pale, never kissed by the sun. One time I carved a hole in my chest just to feel. I wish that was a metaphor, the struggle was real. When you're living in the Holocaust, you buckle and kneel. There's relief in the teeth of the kiss of cold steel. Facts. 26, I'm highly medicated, on the pain sophisticated, while I'm lying broken naked on my back. I bought my microphone.
I love that he broke into singing right there. That's awesome.
Teeth of the kiss of cold steel. Facts. 26, I'm highly medicated, on the pain sophisticated, while I'm lying broken naked on my back. I brought my microphone into my coffin, started dropping raw thoughts with a grim reaper knocking on the trap. But then, man,
here's a little tidbit for you. There's a guy named Chris Webby. I don't know if you guys have ever listened to him or not, out of Connecticut, I believe. And he has songs that he releases typically every year called Raw Thoughts. The reason I bring that up is because there's a track with Webby and Ren that my dude Joe Peoples brought up to me. I've mentioned Joe Peoples in a video before, so make sure you go check out his music. Check out my boy Burnsy's music too. They're both on Spotify. Links in the description section. But yeah, he has a track with Webby, and I can't think of what the name of it is right now, but it is also on the list recommended by Joe, so we'll get into that one as well. But I just had to bring that up since he said Raw Thoughts. I actually thought about that because I like Webby a lot. I actually thought about that whenever I saw the first Troubles, but I didn't bring it up because there was no connection. But now there is, so how cool is that? So we get to see that sometime, coming up soon.
Sophisticated while I'm lying broken naked on my back. I brought my microphone into my coffin, started dropping raw thoughts with a grim reaper knocking on the trap. But then, man, lo and behold, I saw this angel beckon on the treacherous road. Was a stem cell doctor with a generous glow, and the cell transplant brought me out of the cold. And my skin got younger and my body got stronger, and my stomach felt hunger for a door that was closed. And my soul heard music for the first time. Beauty was a word I'd use for this gift of gold. Oh Lord, I forgive you. Lord, I forgive you. Lord, I forgive you. Make me whole. This music I give you, the pain that I live through, everything I've been through is yours to hold. Oh Lord, you know, trouble so high. Oh Lord, now trouble so high, and don't nobody know my troubles but God. Don't nobody know my troubles but God.
Oh wow, how cool that they stopped right there. Surely they didn't actually plan that. I imagine that happened like in the moment, unless they ran it a few times and like tested it out. But with traffic and everything else, where it looked like they were in a major city, I'm assuming London, I imagine that just happened to work out organically. So that's really cool that tower was there right at the end. Or maybe they did plan it. But anyway, either way, super cool. That was excellent, of course. I really, really love the acoustic version. I still love the original. And like I said, when I first watched that one, that was the first one I really heard with Ren going over a beat. versus him doing the acoustic stuff. So it was refreshing at the time to hear that beat, but you can't go wrong with Ren and the acoustic, man. You just can't go wrong with Ren and the acoustic. Excellent, excellent stuff. I absolutely love that one. I hope you guys did too. I will see you on the next one tomorrow. Love you guys. Peace.